Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. I'm back again. Again, the all place, 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 all place. Go get it. Oh, place go get it. Oh, good place go. Oh, good place. Oh, good place. Oh, good place go get it. It's right back in the basic. Chuckle the deuces. How we do Texas man and man Adele's back, and you know it is. No, 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 it is. Real man rise up. Fake man rise down. Real women rise up. Fake women rise down. Proud to word preacher preach on. And today's topic we're going to talk about is, and I really want to talk about this man right now because I want to talk about. This video is about right here is ghetto pass revolt, and it's gonna be a good video because I really want to talk about because your ghetto pass of black men's image is being revoked. But I'm gonna tell you after you have to finish up this video and show you a link of the video. Y'all got to watch this because it's really important because it's how you view in the world, it's how you've been seen in the world. Who got the worst image than most any other men of race of color? Not white guys, not Asian guys, not Latino guys, not Middle East guys, not any other guy but black men. Why is that? You would think having a black president is going to change all that. That's not even enough. But I'm going to show you this, and I think our women know it too. They just afraid to say it. Asian women, Latino women, any woman of color know about this. Now, black women have certain image that's worse and certain good and certain in them and certain bad in them, but not as bad as black men. Black men got good image, but not good enough. But it's me more. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. You got to be careful how you view and how you seen in the world, and that goes any people of color, especially black men, and just like women and how they view in the world, especially black women. But I'm gonna tell you like this: nothing worse than the image of black men being revoked out. If you don't see what I get, man, you watch what's gonna happen Monday. Best chances are, man, I don't even want to talk about that Trayvon Martin case, man. I really don't, cause I already know what's gonna happen. We ain't gonna get the best result. He's gonna walk. George Zimmerman gonna walk. You watch what I tell you because of this. The more brighter you are, more lighter you are, you get reason or doubt of being an exception of the system like Obama does. But if I'm going to show you this video, and it will prove it does make a lot of sense why things should have been happening and let it happen that cause and how they people been seen. Even other races believe in that. But I'm going to show you what exactly what I'm talking about at this display of this video. And here's what exactly what I'm talking about. Here's the video, okay? Here's the video.
One of the main problems of the so-called African American is that they have yet to understand the system of white supremacy. This is why statements like Dionysus or incidences, even like Trayvon Martin, will receive so much support from the black community, while at the same time, young black male incarceration exceeds the number of enslaved blacks in 1850. We have been classified by most people as a reactionary people, meaning that we only deal with racism on a surface level, and we have yet to explore the inner workings of a system designed for the preservation of the people who classify themselves as white or European. With that being the case, what I find to be even more troubling is that when one addresses a particular issue, such as the CIA bringing drugs into the black community, we hear statements like, well, nobody made them sell the drugs, without addressing the reason why the CIA would aid and abet chemical warfare into the black community. In this documentary, I would deal with the inner workings of the system of white supremacy and the attack on the African American male.
We kill them all. We kill them massacres and everything. Real quick, Compton, nigga.
Bring up you motherfucking bitch ass niggas out there yapping your motherfucking mouth, motherfucker.
I ain't hiding behind no motherfucking rag, nigga. I'm in your motherfucking face, nigga. I'm Lil Debo from Compton AB, motherfucking C, nigga. You heard it, nigga, and you know who the fuck I am, nigga. And I'm coming to get you, bitch ass niggas, nigga. Each and every one of you loudmouth, yapping ass, chucking my phone ass, bitch ass motherfucking niggas. I got something for you. Better believe it, nigga. Better believe it, nigga. And I ain't hiding behind no motherfucking rag, nigga. You see my face, nigga, so come get this fat ass.
The system of white supremacy has trained the masses into believing that a drug dealer is a young black male with his pants sagging. This illusion, this facade, has been carefully orchestrated to the point where you actually believe that the re-enslavement of African American males is actually a war on drugs. Now understand that this is systematically being done. You have the policymakers creating the laws. You have the media feeding you this negative image, while at the same time private corporations create the prisons, all working for the same purpose, which will be the massive incarceration of the African American male.
Ain't nobody from outside bringing down the property value. It's these folks shooting each other and selling that crack rock and shit.
Well, how you think the crack rock gets into the country? We don't own any planes. We don't own no ships. We are not the people who are flying and floating that shit in here.
The president allocated another $462 million for the drug war in 1974, almost 8 times the amount spent 4 years earlier.
Despite our best efforts, illegal cocaine is coming into our country at alarming levels, and 4 to 5 million people regularly use it.
A Gulfstream jet that crash-landed in Mexico in late September bearing a load of nearly 4 tons of cocaine was used by the CIA for trips between the U.S. and Guantanamo Bay.
We must be intolerant of drug use and drug sellers.
I am a former Los Angeles police narcotics detective, and I work South Central Los Angeles, and I will tell you, Director Deutsch, that the agency has dealt drugs throughout this country for a long time.
There's no moral middle ground. Indifference is not an option. We want you to help us create an outspoken intolerance for drug use. For the sake of our children, I implore each of you to be unyielding and inflexible in your opposition to drugs.
The truth was that the drug trade was a protected commercial enterprise on behalf of Wall Street, policed, run, and managed by the Central Intelligence Agency.
We must be intolerant of drugs not because we want to punish drug users, but because we care about them and want to help them. This legislation is not intended as a means of filling our jails with drug users.
And a new analysis of the U.S. prison population finds more black men are incarcerated now than were enslaved in 1850. The figures are stunning. They are sobering, eye-opening numbers. The latest estimates by the Bureau of Justice putting the number of imprisoned African-American men at more than 846,000. While black men account for roughly 6.5% of the U.S. population, they make up 40.2% of the prison population. And joining me now is Mark Lamont Hill, Professor of Education and African-American Studies at Columbia University and host of Our World with Black Enterprise. So, Mark, it's good to have you here. When we talk about this, it's a problem not discussed enough. However, when we talk about these sobering statistics that are out now, it really putting in, I think, staggering for people to consider. So why is it that this country is putting away so many African-American men? Do we have a definite reason for it?
Well, we live in a nation that's committed to punishment rather than dealing with the fundamental problems that lead to mass incarceration. In 1970, for example, we only had about 250 to 300,000 people incarcerated. Now, in 2011, we have 2.5 million people. We didn't raise a generation of criminals. We shifted public policy in such a way that it's easier to get incarcerated. incarcerated. The net is wider and it's deeper. We live in a nation.
Wasn't that done out of noble causes to begin with? I mean, with the population growth and the fact that crimes in this day and age are expanding to different fronts that people probably hadn't even considered then, including technology crimes. Does it make a difference in how we interpret these numbers?
Well, most people aren't in jail for the things like technology crimes or other white-collar crimes. Most people are in jail. The prison boom comes, in fact, from the war on drugs, which begins in the mid-'80s, 1984, when drug use was actually at a low. Before crack actually hits the streets, we begin a war on drugs, which really turns out to be a war on small-time drug users. 4 out of 5 people who are incarcerated for drugs are not dealers, they're small-time users. And again, that's a criminalization of a medical problem. We've decided to use punishment instead of social...
This legislation is not intended as a means of filling our jails with drug users.
We're joined now from Columbus, Ohio, by Michelle Alexander, author of the new book, The New Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration in the Age of Colorblindness. Her latest article exploring how the war on drugs gave birth to what she calls a permanent American undercaste. It's available at TomDispatch.com. She's a former director of Racial Justice Project at the ACLU of Northern California. She now holds a joint appointment at the Kirwan Institute for the Study of Race and Ethnicity and the Moritz College of Law at Ohio State University. Michelle Alexander, welcome to Democracy Now! Nearly half of America's young black men are behind bars or have been labeled felons for life. That's an astounding figure. Also, what does it mean in terms of their rights for the rest of their lives? Yes, thanks largely to the war on drugs, a war that has been waged almost exclusively in poor communities of color, even though studies have consistently shown that people of color are no more likely to use or sell illegal drugs than whites. The war on drugs waged in these ghetto communities has managed to brand as felons millions of people of color for relatively minor, non-violent drug offenses. And once branded a felon, they're ushered into a permanent second-class status, not unlike the one we supposedly left behind. Those labeled felons may be denied the right to vote, are automatically excluded from juries, and may be legally discriminated against in employment, housing, access to education, public benefits, much like their grandparents or great-grandparents may have been discriminated against during the Jim Crow era.
We must wage what I have called total war against public enemy number one in the United States, the problem of dangerous drugs.
So you've been doing this for 31 years, so you must have a clear picture of what the war on drugs is doing.
I think that what we see is not a war on drugs, it's a war on poor people with drug involvement. And the casualties are terrible. The United States is engaged in an experiment of wholesale incarceration that is having a multi-generational impact, and I think we're barely beginning to see the damage that it's doing. We have a two-tier system in this country of dealing with substance abuse. If you're white and a child of privilege, you're likely to end up in drug treatment if you have a drug problem. If you're poor and a person of color, you're likely to end up incarcerated. And it's a very, very vivid division. What we've seen is an escalation in incarceration rates. And we've seen incarceration being used at such a level of intrusion that it is, in some communities, the dominant cultural force in the lives of young people growing up. We've seen the prison system and the jail system in this country expand to the point where in California, they now spend more on their criminal justice, on the prison system piece alone of the criminal justice system. They now spend more on that than they do on education.
You hear that? You hear that, folks? And you can't tell me this lady did not explain why the stuff is going on? But I'm going to tell you this, though. It's been like that for years. For a long time. And I'm going to tell you something, man. It used to bother me when I was coming up, man. I always hear that from some of the black women. They always say that black men gonna be dead and in jail by the time they 18 and 25. It bothers me a lot when I hear them say that, because they've been properly med and fed and been brainwashed all their lives to really think that. See, they promoted this. See, CNN and Fox News and all the rest of them. Even hip hop is responsible for that. You gotta admit, because hip hop in the golden years, they used to have like Run DMC, the Public Enemy, and LL Cool J and Big Daddy Kane and all of them. You know, and the rest, the golden era, the golden gates, the golden years, that it was about expressing yourself and doing the kind of music what it meant for something, what meant to be something, and what saying what meant in a lot of meaning. But hip hop is not like that anymore. Hip hop become a glamorized. It becomes sexualized. It become drama, infestery, violent lies. That's what hip hop been turned into. To money, grow, fast machine spinning. That's what the hip hop be turning and disrespect women. Some of it, not all of it, and especially when it comes mass or whatever what you call like seeing as eye candy, eyeglassonistic. I love hip hop. Hip hop is always going to be in my heart. But the way hip hop right now, it become as telling a joke and broke and nothing replaced and nothing to fix now. But I've been seeing this all my life. I've been seeing this. It's like they want black men to go to jail. It's like we want ourselves going to jail. This is why it makes a lot of sense why the black community is fucking up. Not only black men fucking up, even our women fucked up. Let's be honest. Every other community got it together except for us. Have you noticed that? I already know how other race think of me, even if they don't say it or don't. I really don't care about that. I never forget, I went to a mall yesterday, and I was eating a burrito buffet, like not burrito, like a big burrito. And I never forget, man, I could tell these two Mexican guys to see how they was looking at me. I could tell that they didn't want us over there. Now, I don't know, but they don't realize they've been niggered and brown themselves. They don't realize that. But a lot of them are stupid to think like that. Now, some Mexicans do got white in them, but they don't realize where you think brown come from. Even Paul Mooney even said it. Dominicans, the Colombians, and Puerto Ricans, Cubans, all a bunch of people, niggas that can't swim. Let's be honest. And I don't care to get mad. Even Mexicans, even Samoans, even some white Europeans know this. They got black in them, but they won't say it. They'll say they feel that in superior predominant complex that they better white thereof to no other people, and feel inferior and talk about the ones who don't serve everything don't have none. This is why white guys get respect, black men don't. Let's be honest. This is the truth. This is why black women act a certain way, and I see this. But I see this by the time, and I'm trying to explain. This is why I never commit no crime. This is why I never have babies by different women. This is why I'm going to try to make things out of their life. But see, people are scared of me. They scared of that. They wouldn't believe this guy right here have critical thinking. I got a lot of and brain technician skills. But see, they scared of that. They scared of that, especially a brother reading book. A brother got common sense and some book smarts and have some bear of hand to defend himself. They scared of that. They scared of that. Even the Negroids, even the crackers scared of that. Oh yeah, it's been like this for years. Even some of our women scared of that. Some of them not. Some of them is. I see this first and forehand. It never gets old. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. I ain't no house Negro, and I damn sure ain't no field Negro, and most of all, I ain't no hybrid Negro. I'm just a far decency brother. That's what I am. Have a free of wisdom of choice. I just think it's sad. It's sad. I see this shit every day, and it never gets old. And I'm gonna tell you something. Black men need to be careful how they view in the world and how they see. But I went over there anyway. I feel like I can go anywhere if I want, as I go, as I please. And as long as I enjoy myself, as long as I don't bother nobody, I don't mess with nobody. But it's sad that we the most forgiving people, most hated people, and being disgraced men on this planet. And you think all the things that we're going through. I'm happy that we got a brother in there, but sometimes that's not enough, and that doesn't mean we're not being accepted. And we sold out to our own bidding to our folks, and we're gonna pay for that in 2016. We is. I really believe that. Ever since Obama in there, just like whites. When George Bush got up in there, whites did not say a goddamn word unless he got out of the White House. And are my people going to do the same goddamn thing? Obama's no different than George Bush. Or George Bush ain't different than Obama. All they are is in the same puppet seat. They being controlled of the system. That's all. And I don't care if people believe this or not. That's their choice. I found it sad. But I'm going to tell you like this, man. You just been provoked it. And this is how the image that they see all the time. And people don't want to face reality. They want to face in their imagination. They want to expect things when not to be expected thereof. So I can't blame whites being racist because they've been properly fed as a brainwash to believe that, and they've been discriminated by their own people. And own people did to them. And that goes to other races been through, even the Mexicans. Let's be honest. All racism is a racism about economic power, economic resource, and accessing wealth. That's all it is. It's been controlled by other group of people. For certain wealth, they control of certain wealth, from Asians to whites. The ones who don't have wealth is blacks, Latinos, Middle East, or Native Americans. Let's be honest. Everybody knows the truth. We see this all the time. We see this. How many people know that there are blacks everywhere all over this planet? How many black men know that? There's black people in Europe. There's black people in Russia. There's black people in Spain. There's black people in Brazil. There's black people everywhere. How many of my women know that there's black women everywhere before the black slaves came up in here? A lot of people don't know that. Whites know this. Some of them don't know it. But let's be honest. I get sick and tired of watching TV, and they always say that why there's more black men are in prison, incarcerated, and more than committing it to going into a college. And I know that's a goddamn lie, because women don't want to look at some of their choice. They don't want to do that. They're emotional. So they say they look at all the other men supposed to do anything, doing something, but their men aren't doing it none. And that supposed to be anything's problem with that. But that's how it is. It's been like that for a very long time. Every man get the best of their women except for us. We ain't get nothing. We ain't get shit. And this is why men have a hard time to get a lady nowadays. That's why men's always be obsession trying to get money, try to look good just to get a woman. A white guy, he can go out there wearing regular shirts, regular pants, regular clothes, and still get women like that, because thanks to white privilege. Let's be honest. Because they've been held by the government official of the system. Let's be honest. For us, this has been passing down for many years and many years and many years. You got black community, got white blood in them. Even Mexicans, Asians, everybody else. Let's be honest. I see this, but it's not always about black and white. It always is about the dollar of the green. That's what it's really about in the day. And don't let that racist tensionness fool you, because everybody been hurt and discriminated by their own people and discriminate other people like thereof and no other above. Let's not be fooled, because media can say anything nowadays, and it doesn't mean that come out true. But all I can say to this, man, you got to understand how the world works. You got to understand how people view you and how people see you. You ain't have to worry about ignorant people because most of the folks going to be dead in jail anyway. But the ones that perceive in life to go somewhere, those are ones they're scared of right there. But let's just don't kiss an ass for everybody. The only person that the ass kissing you need to kiss your ass thereof is don't take like thereof to know anybody. What I mean is don't kiss nobody's ass but yourself. And what you like to be asked for kissed by a woman. That's what for don't kiss and ask anybody. Don't be a pushover. Don't be a speaking points. Don't do that to anybody because I understand how everybody is viewed nowadays. Even there's white slavery. A lot of people don't know there's white slavery before it came black slavery. A lot of people don't know that there's slavery. There's Asian slavery. There's Latino slavery. There's every other slavery of color. How many people know that? Not people. Too many people don't know that. And how many Mexican brothers and sisters that Mexican stand for that they're close to Native American and Samoans. People don't even know that and close to black. People don't know that. Mexicans don't even know that. I know they know this, but they've been conditioned to think like that. Most of them, quite a few understand it. But I'll tell you this, man. You just have to learn how to deal with people. You have to understand that you gotta think. You gotta respect the things the way they are and where they go as they are, and you work around with it, work around against it, or work around with it. And nothing else are being worried about. So God bless and keep doing what you're doing. All right, folks? And I'm telling you, be careful out there, man, because especially black men, because they don't realize no matter how much a good person you really are, man, they still see you as an N-I-G-G-A or N-I-G-G-E-E-R. I'm telling you right now, even your own people think like that and other people think like that. But they could be expected of the a pronunciation of the word themselves, and that's all I can say about that. So who else they ain't got no room to talking of for people. They can't discriminate against anyone, and they only discriminated against themselves. And that's all I can say about that, man. God bless and keep doing what you're doing, all right? All right. And it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basic. Chuck of the Deuces, how we do it Dallas, Texas, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace, and I'm out.